students, welcome all of you. Today we'll start new chapter, that is motion in a line. Motion in a line. Motion in a line as per the CBSE board and from JEE point of view, it is rectilinear motion. Rectilinear motion. Okay. So what is motion in a line? So you have practiced so many of numericals when in your earlier classes. That is a bus which is traveling with 60 km per hour. So what will be the time period required to complete so amount of distance, or if it takes this much amount of time, then how much distance it will travel. This types of problems you had done in your earlier classes, 6-7 classes. At that time you know the formula. Distance is equal to speed into time. Distance unit is meter. Speed, if you are going to find, so what is speed? Speed is equal to distance upon time. What is distance? What is the unit of distance? Meter. What is the unit of time? Second. Hence unit of speed is meter per second. Now see, this distance, speed are what? This distance and speed are scalar quantities. These two are scalar quantities. We have studied in scalar and vector method. These two are scalar quantities. So that means these two quantities doesn't have any direction. Suppose this person is running here with speed 20 meter per second, another with the same velocity running in the opposite direction, then this speed is also 20 meter per second. So in scalar quantities, the sign will not be negative. Sign will be always positive sign. So here 20 and here 20. But if we talk about the velocity, which is vector quantity, velocity is vector quantity, and for vector quantity, if this is 20, then this will be minus 20. Or if this is 20 meter per second, then this will be minus 20 meter per second. असं काही जरुरी नाही की हेच पॉझिटिव्ह आहे. हां, पण हे पॉझिटिव्ह असेल तर हे निगेटिव्ह, हे पॉझिटिव्ह असेल तर इकडचं निगेटिव्ह. सो डोंट मग अप की राइट साइड इज पॉझिटिव्ह, लेफ्ट साइड इज निगेटिव्ह, अप इज पॉझिटिव्ह, डाउन इज निगेटिव्ह. Neither or not like this. If anything is positive, opposite to that is negative. Okay, or if anything is, any side is negative, then opposite to that side is positive. कळत आहे मी काय म्हणतोय? सेम साइड असेल तर पॉझिटिव्ह, दोघंही इकडे असले, हा 10 असेल तर हा पण 10 असणार, म्हणजे हा पॉझिटिव्ह असेल तर हा पण पॉझिटिव्ह असणार. एक इकडे असेल, एक इकडे असेल, हा निगेटिव्ह असेल तर हा पॉझिटिव्ह असणार. सो असं नका म्हणू सर हा इकडे आहे, निगेटिव्ह एक्स ऍक्सिस कडे म्हणल्यानंतर हा पॉझिटिव्ह कसा, असं नाही. इथं वी आर जस्ट टेकिंग अ रेफरन्स म्हणजे काय? समजा मी इकडे जातोय, दुसरा इकडे जातोय, तर मी काय म्हणणार, तो माझ्या मागच्या साईडला जातोय, मागच्या साईडला. सो पुढची साईड जर माझ्यासाठी पॉझिटिव्ह असेल तर मागची साईड कशी असणार आहे? निगेटिव्ह असणार आहे. ठीक आहे ना? सो दिस हॅपन्स ओनली इन वेक्टर, बट इन स्केलर हे मायनस नसणार. एव्हरीथिंग इज प्लस. इन स्केलर एव्हरीथिंग इज प्लस. ही डायरेक्शन पण प्लस, इकडची पण प्लस, वरची पण प्लस, खालची पण प्लस. सो वी कांट रेकॉग्नाइज इन विच डायरेक्शन द पर्सन इज गोइंग. समजा जर मी आता इथं तुम्हाला सांगितलं की दिस पर्सन ए इज गोइंग इन नॉर्थ direction with the velocity 20. Okay, and if the person B or if the person velocity in south. If person A moves with the same velocity in south, then what is the velocity? तो तुम्हाला सांगता आलं पाहिजे याची 20 आहे तर याची किती असणार आहे -20. सो इथं डायरेक्शन वरती मॅग्नीट्यूड बदलतं. ठीक आहे. So velocity is vector, distance is scalar, displacement is vector. Okay, so I have given you distance, speed, displacement, इकडे velocity, unit meter per second, याचा meter, distance meter, speed meter per second, and here acceleration meter per second square. So we will see one by one. Distance तुम्हाला माहिती आहे. What is meant by distance? So we are going to our chapter motion in line. So first point, what is distance? Distance, it is the actual path traveled. It is the actual path traveled by the object is called distance. Actual path traveled. For example, if I here we sign an example if I goes to Mumbai 300 km and return back. So what is total path traveled by me? 300 plus 300. If I come back by via the same route, if I return via the same route, okay, so 300 plus 300 it will be 600. So displacement is distance is scalar quantity. It is scalar quantity. What is the definition? Actual path traveled. Actual path traveled is called distance. It is scalar quantity. Unit meter per second. Meter. Now, if it is actual path travel, for example, हा इकडे गेला 10 मीटर, इकडे गेला 20 मीटर, इकडे आला 10 मीटर, and इथं आला 8 मीटर. What is the actual path travel? 10 plus 20, 30, 30 plus 10, 40, 40 plus 8, 48. So distance will be 48 meters. Distance will be 48. Okay. 48 meters. But now, if we talk about displacement. So the definition is, it is the distance between initial and final point. What is meant by initial? Initial means starting and final means the ending point. So displacement means it is the distance between initial and final point. Suppose now I goes to Mumbai and return back. So my initial point and final points are same. I have started from this place and I have ended in the place. So what is the distance between this place and when I come back to this place? 0. Because forward journey is 300, return journey is minus 300. Because this is towards north, return journey is towards south. Directions are opposite. So plus 300 minus 300 0. Q1 initial position is in Kolhapur, final position is also in Kolhapur. So the final difference between these two distances is 0. Okay. So what is the exact definition of displacement? It is the distance between initial and final position. Okay. It is the distance between initial and final position. So write down the definition. Pause the video and continue. It is the distance between initial and final position. It is vector quantity. It is vector quantity. Unit again meter per meter. So in this case, see what will be the answer? 10, 20, 10, 8. इथं बघ हे 20 आहे, हे 20 आहे, हे 8 आहे. This is the initial position A, this is the final position B. What is the difference between A and B? Tell me. This is 20. Out of the 20, this distance is 8. So 20 minus 8, the remaining will be 12 meter. So here the displacement will be 12 meter. Okay. So this is about distance and displacement. Now speed, you know, rate of change of distance with respect to time is speed, or distance upon time is speed. Rate of change of distance, rate of change of distance, or we can say distance upon time is called speed. It is scalar, unit is meter per second. Finish. Now we'll write about velocity. What is velocity? What is velocity? Velocity is a rate of change of displacement with respect to time. Displacement, symbol S. Rate of change of displacement with respect to time. Displacement is in meters, time is in seconds. So it will be meter per second. Again it is vector quantity. Unit is meter per second. Units are same. So distance meter, displacement meter, speed meter per second, velocity meter per second. Now what is acceleration? Now acceleration, suppose previously the speed is 10 meter per second, and after some time the speed changes to 30 meter per second after 2 seconds. त्याला आपण पिकअप पण म्हणतो की रेसिंग कारचा पिकअप जास्त आहे किंवा एखाद्या बाईकचा पिकअप जास्त आहे. पिकअप जास्त आहे म्हणजे किती टाइम त्याला जास्त स्पीड अचीव केली. तो समजा आता स्पीड 10 मीटर पर सेकंड आहे. So initial speed is 10 meter per second, and after 2 seconds, the speed changes to 40 meter per second. Then what is the acceleration? So it is actually rate of change of speed. किती वेग म्हणजे एका सेकंदाला किती स्पीड बदललं. एका सेकंदात 2 सेकंदात किती चेंज झाला. 10 चं 40 झालं. किती ना वाढलं. 30 मीटर पर सेकंड इन्क्रीज झालेलं आहे. कसं काढलं तुम्ही 30? बघा आज माझं वजन 40 kg आहे. आज माझं वेट 40 kg आहे. उद्या 60 kg झालं. कसं काढणार? किती वाढलं? 20 kg. कसं काढलं? किंवा आज 40 ऐवजी 50 झालं. कसं किती इन्क्रीज झालं? 10 kg. How you got final minus initial? Final it is 50. Initially it was 40. So 50 minus 40, total 10 kg. So final minus initial is called change. Okay. So change. What is change? Here, that's what I have written. Delta. Delta is change. We have studied this in differentiation. Differentiation chapter में हम बघितलं है what is change. This is instantaneous change, and when triangle is there, that is called periodic change. For some time interval, and this is for a small time instant. Now, when velocity changes from 10 meter seconds to 40 meter seconds in 2 seconds, then what is the acceleration? It is final velocity minus initial velocity upon time बंदा फर्क t2 minus t1, or v2 minus v1. What is v2? 40 minus what is v1? 10 in how many seconds? 2 seconds. 30 upon 2, 15 meter per second square. This is the acceleration. That means what? Velocity is increasing 15 meter per second. 15 meter per second. This second will be second square. एका सेकंदाला 15 ने वाढली. एका सेकंदाला 15 ने इन्क्रीज झाली. 15 ने इन्क्रीज झाली. तर 2 सेकंड्सला किती ने इन्क्रीज झाली? 30 ने. Already it was 10. Initially it was 10. 10 plus 30 total 40. Okay. So per second it has been increased by 15. Okay, so for 2 seconds it will be increased by 30. So this is the rate of change of velocity. So we can call acceleration as rate of change of velocity with respect to time. Rate of change of velocity with respect to time, dv by dt. It is also vector, unit is meter per second square. Meter per second square. Now, based on these definitions, we will derive three kinematical equations that you have studied in 9th class. Let me refill the ink. So now, as we have written, acceleration is equal to dv by dt. What is dv? Change. V minus u, final velocity minus initial velocity, where v is final velocity, u is initial velocity. dt, change in time, that is t minus 0. लक्षात घ्या, when you are using wristwatch म्हणजे समजा एक्झाम आहे, एक्झाम 3 hours चे, तर तुम्ही टाइम कसा लावता? आता 10 वाजलेले आहेत, सो 10 is t1 आणि तुमची एक्झाम 11 वाजता संपणार, म्हणजे t2 will be 11. But when we consider stopwatch, in the stopwatch the initial time is 0. It starts from 0 and ends with some definite time. So that's why I use stopwatch. That in that case t1 is 0. So t2. So acceleration will be v minus u upon t, cross multiply. A will come this side. It will be at is equal to v minus u. This minus u, हे minus u या साइड आला तर प्लस u होणार. So velocity v is equal to u plus at. Velocity v is equal to u plus at. This is first kinematical equation. First kinematical equation. First kinematical equation, which you have studied in 9th class. Here is the proof. So A is the acceleration. A is the acceleration. Okay. Now we will derive the second kinematical equation. But before that, let's see what is velocity. It is rate of change of displacement with respect to time. Rate of change of displacement with respect to time म्हणजे डिस्प्लेसमेंटला डिफरन्शिएट केलं तर वेलोसिटी मिळणार, मग वेलोसिटीला इंटिग्रेट केलं तर डिस्प्लेसमेंट मिळणार. हे इकडे बघा, डिस्प्लेसमेंटचं डिफरन्शिएशन वेलोसिटी, मग वेलोसिटीचं इंटिग्रेशन डिस्प्लेसमेंट. आपण शिकलो ना, सपोज ए चं डिफरन्शिएशन बी असेल तर बी चं इंटिग्रेशन काय असणार आहे? a plus c असणार. So as the differentiation of displacement, or you can say जर मेरा टाइम ने डिवाइड केलं तर वेलोसिटी मिळते, जर मी टाइम इकडे पाठवला तर तो वेलोसिटी इनटू टाइम क्या मिल रहा है? डिस्प्लेसमेंट. नाउ आई विल ड्रॉ अ ग्राफ हियर. This is velocity versus time curve. Velocity versus time curve, and the velocity increases from initial velocity u. This is the initial velocity. Okay, to the final velocity v. This is the final velocity v. Now, as per this thing, v into t. So on the y-axis there is velocity, on the x-axis there is time. So what is meant by integration v to dt is the area under the curve. If we multiply two perpendicular directions, then we will get the area. See, in the rectangle, how you find the area? Length into breadth. So length and breadth are the two perpendicular sides. In the triangle, how we are going to find the area? See, half into base into height. Half is a constant. Half is a constant. Leave that. Base into height. So base is horizontal, height is vertical. Base is horizontal, height is vertical. In case of rectangle, length is horizontal, breadth is vertical. So that means horizontal into vertical is nothing but area. So any horizontal dimension multiplied by any vertical dimension is nothing but area. So if we take area under velocity versus time curve, that means product of velocity into time. Okay, area product म्हणजेच काय? area. आता बघा, length into breadth into height, x into y. So product of two dimensions gives the area. Product of three dimensions gives the volume. Length into breadth into height, you will get volume. Even in circle, see what is the area of circle? Pi r square, which can be written as pi into r into r. So ये दोन r है, हा r x direction है, हा r y direction है. So area is of a plane, and plane consists of two dimensions. One dimension is perpendicular to other dimension. So the area is the multiplication of that two dimensions. Area जो असणार आहे तो त्या दोन डायमेन्शनचा प्रोडक्ट असणार आहे x आणि y चा. So this v into dt म्हणजे काय? Velocity into time. This product is nothing but the area of this curve. Suppose if I want to find the area of this curve, this is the final velocity after time t. This is the time t. Okay, this is 0. If we want to find the area of this curve, which gives you the displacement, which gives us the displacement, so what is the area? What is the area? ही फिगर काय आहे? ही फिगरला मी जर असं लिहिलं तर असं व्यवस्थित, तर ही अशी फिगर आहे ज्यामध्ये हा आहे u, ही आहे v आणि ही साइड आहे t. बघा, हे u आहे, हे v आहे आणि ही साइड आहे t. त्याला मी असं पलटी केल्यानंतर हा काय झाला? दिस इज अ ट्रॅपेझियम. This is the trapezium. What is the area of trapezium? What is the area of trapezium? Half into sum of parallel sides. Sum of parallel sides into height. Half into sum of parallel sides into height. And this gives you the displacement. Half into sum of parallel sides into height. This will give the displacement. So area will give us the displacement, that is s. S is the displacement. Half. What are the parallel sides? U and v. U plus v into height. What is the height? T. Height is t. So displacement is equal to half u. In place of this v, I will write u plus at from equation 1. U plus at into t. U plus at into t. So see what will happen. S is equal to half u plus u 2u plus 80 into t. So first of all I will take this t inside the bracket. So it will become S is equal to half 2ut plus 80 square. 2ut 2u into t 2ut 80 into t 80 square. Now this 2 is in the division. Now divide the whole term by 2. So you will get S is equal to 2ut upon 2 plus 80 square upon 2. This 2 and 2 will get cancelled. We will get the equation ut plus half 80 square. S is equal to ut plus half 80 square. So this is the second arithmetic equation. This one is second arithmetical equation. Second arithmetic equation. बघा ऑब्जर्व करा फर्स्ट इक्वेशन मध्ये वेलोसिटी आहे v आहे u आहे a आहे t आहे पण एक मिसिंग आहे. कोण मिसिंग आहे? डिस्प्लेसमेंट नाही. या इक्वेशन मध्ये डिस्प्लेसमेंट नाही. इन सेकंड इक्वेशन बघा डिस्प्लेसमेंट आहे, इनिशियल वेलोसिटी आहे, टाइम आहे, एक्सेलरेशन आहे, टाइम. कोण नाही यामध्ये? फाइनल वेलोसिटी नहीं है. Here v is missing. Here s is missing. Now we know the third equation. What is the third equation? Third equation is v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Third equation v square is equal to u square plus 2as. आठवते का? कधी बघितली का इक्वेशन? हे सगळं सर्व लिहून घ्या. So that equation is v square is equal to u square plus 2s. यामध्ये कोण नाही आहे? यात s नाही. यामध्ये s गायब आहे. इसमें कौन गायब है? इसमें v गायब है. v नहीं है. इसमें कौन नहीं है? s नहीं है. हाँ, इसमें यहाँ पे कौन गायब है? यहाँ टाइम नहीं है. So we need to eliminate the time. So if I find time from here and if I substitute in the second equation, so time will get eliminated, or substitution method. So what I will do here, see again the reverse engineering. From the first v minus u is equal to 80. From this, from the first step u इकडे जाणार, a ने डिवाइड करूया. Time will be equal to v minus u upon a. Time will be equal to v minus u upon a. Now this time I will substitute there. This time I will substitute in the second equation. So s is equal to u t plus half 80 square. In place of time we can write v minus u upon a plus half a v minus u upon a square. So this will become, see, u into v, u into u minus u square upon a plus half a square म्हणजे a into a. या येणार आहे कॅन्सल. इथे येणार v minus u the whole square. It will be v square plus u square minus 2vu. a square plus b square minus 2ab. आणि हा a म्हणजे a square, a ला कॅन्सल. नाउ हियर हे सगळं लिहून घेतलं निघायचं. हां, नसेल लिहून घेतलं पॉज करा, बॅक चला, इकडचं पण मागाचं लिहून घ्या. इथं बघा इथं 2a इथं फक्त a 2a इथं a मग मी क्रॉस मल्टिप्लाय करून डिनॉमिनेटर सेम करूया सो इट विल बी 2uv minus 2u square 2 इकडे आला प्लस v square plus u square minus 2vu upon 2a कॉमन डिनॉमिनेटर इथं a होता इथं 2a होता मी इथं आणि इथं 2 मल्टिप्लाय केलं सो हे करूया 2uv plus minus okay now हे सर्व लिहून घ्या मी पुस्तकाला रफ करतोय मी now this 2a which is in the denominator comes this side in the numerator so it will become 2as is equal to इथं कोण करायला बघा v square plus u square minus 2u square so it is v square plus u square minus 2u square बरोबर ना minus 2u square इथून माइनस साइन कॉमन घेऊ आपण सो इट विल बी माइनस साइन जर कॉमन घेतला तर जे प्लस आहे ते माइनस होणार माइनस u स्क्वेअर कॉमन घेऊया माइनस u स्क्वेअर किंवा माइनस साइन कॉमन घेतला तर हा होणार माइनस u स्क्वेअर आणि हा होणार प्लस 2u स्क्वेअर सो जर मी माइनस साइन कॉमन घेतला तर प्लस आहे ते माइनस होणार आणि माइनस आहे ते प्लस होणार ओपन करून बघा तुम्हाला तेच मिळते minus minus plus u square minus plus minus 2u square ठीक है so now 2 apples minus 1 apple 2u square minus u square 2 apples minus 1 apple it will be 1 apple so 2u square minus u square it is 1u square ठीक है हाँ माइनस इतना है ना so it will be v square is equal to u square plus 2as this is the third mathematical equation write down the third mathematical equation so in your examination whether it may be unit test or half yearly or semester exam or annual exam सामायिक तिमाही कसली पण एग्जाम असू दे हे प्रूफ्स येणार ठीक आहे सो आई थिंक आई होप यू आर स्टडीइंग वेल हाँ सो स्टे सेफ स्टे हेल्दी डोंट गो एनीवेयर हाँ कम टू कॉलेज अर्ली थैंक यू वेरी मच